Hi everyone, this is Luz from Vintage Faith Journals. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well on this beautiful Sunday. And today I'm here to show you my second journal that I made sometime last year, February, when I first started making journals. This is my second one. The reason I'm showing my second one first is because I really love this journal. I kept it for myself, and after I had started it, which was in March, I got some news that really shook me up, and this was like my therapy journal. So creating this really helped me along the way of dealing with what was going on, etc. So that's why it has a special place in my heart. And I had it up for sale for a while, but I decided to just keep it. I said, this has a special meaning, so I'm just going to keep it for myself. And I kept the first two journals that I created. I'm going to show you a quick peek of the first one. It's very simple. Here's the first one that I made. It has removable signatures. I figured I'd do an easy binding method. So it has the elastic, and it's small, petite, and it's cute. It's very simple though, but I'll show this one at another time. Okay. So this is a vintage farmer's journal, and it's a hardcover, and it was very challenging. I decided to do a hidden binding, and it was a little difficult, but anyway, I did it. I was happy with it. I love it. And so what I did is I used a hardcover book. I just gutted it out and made a new spine for it. So this is chipboard, and I gathered up some really nice fabrics that were like country-ish, or having to, reminds me of the farm. So, and then I used these nice fabrics throughout the book. So the front, this is a red cotton fabric, and then I have the natural canvas on the spine. Then a little collage up here. Trying to make sure I'm in the frame. I'm sorry guys, I'm still a little new at this. I'm trying to get used to it. So this is a little collage with a paper flower. Well, let's start from the back. This is a piece of gingham fabric. Then I have a piece of burlap. Then I have a little doily there. I have a few buttons, a few little leaves there in the flower, and then a little cross charm, which I try to put into every one of my journals. And then the book plate here, and it says the Faithful Sower. Got book corners here. The back is just plain. And then I have this muslin, like a thick muslin tie. And I have eyelets, so I just made a little knot there. And I'm planning to change this tie because it's really frazzled and kind of thin, so I don't want it to break. So I'm going to get something thicker to close it with. It has over 150 pages. I have 4 signatures, and yeah, I have to change this tie. This is, oh my goodness, it didn't get tangled earlier. Oh boy. So, come on. There we go. Okay. Alright, so that's the inside, and this right here is lined in fabric. And I love this fabric. It's like a canvas, and then it has the windmill, the barn, wheat, baskets with produce, etc. So I just love that fabric. I used And here, no digital prints. It's just scrapbook papers and prints from Pixels or Pixabay. Just two sites where you can download photos for free. And so I used some of those. I printed some on cardstock. All right, so this is scrapbook paper from a pad called Haberdashery. Okay, and then in here I have a brown paper envelope and some ticking fabric, the white and the blue, to make another pocket in the front of the envelope, of the bag, the bag. Piece of burlap here. This is a vintage milk bottle cap. Okay, and a tag. All the tags I made myself from scratch. This is a little photo book. So cute with the craft paper inside. And it's like a smooth paper. It's pretty smooth, the paper that's in here. I just love it. So all the ephemera, etc. tags. And it was fun to make. I mean, this is my favorite way actually of making journals, is making them from scratch. It's so original and it's fun. It takes a longer time than using digital prints, but that it's worth it. So then this tag I use, this is cardstock, and then I use a vintage ad and some little fabric corners, a sticker at the bottom here, and some twine and an eyelet at the top. Okay, so here's a side tuck. That was from a scrapbook set, and this I printed out and I stamped a little cross there. Coffee dyed paper. This is from a vintage book page, and I really love this page, and a farmer with his horse, and you can just see the bond in it. Just looking at it, I can see the bond, and it's just beautiful. And I stamped trust at the bottom, and I have washi tape on the top, so it's a flip up. And here's a print with a little barn as a tuck spot, and then this two little stickers. This is a piece of fabric in the middle of milk caps, and then I have fabric here, fabric bow, and a twine bow, and lined in the back. This yellow, this regular, not yellow, like a vanilla colored paper. So here I have a pocket with two different types of fabrics. Scripture here that I cut out of a old devotional book. And just a tiny little tag with fabric on it and a bow, and stamped strength. And this is a vintage music book page for children. This is a print also, Farmhouse Rules. This is another piece of fabric, canvas that I use as a belly band, and then the little bow at the top from the gingham fabric. Coffee dyed doily, the cardstock, and that's a stamp at the top. And this is the middle of the first signature, and I wrote family on there on cardstock and on burlap. I really like this. You can write or just put copies of photos, because this has coffee dye paper. So if you put photos, if I put photos, it's going to have to be copies. Stamping there. A smooth craft paper. A pocket from scrapbook paper. And a long scripture verse. And another tag that I made with stamps, but in twine. Just little things here and there. Lined paper. And this is a poem also from a vintage book about farming, and it's called Old Barns, and it's a really nice poem. So it's a flip up, and in the back there's a picture of a farm, but it's upside down. And some fabric on the top. Stamping. Side pocket made from another fabric that I have with the barn and weather vane. And a tag. And I love farm stuff. It's just something about it. And I wasn't raised on a farm, but my mom was in Puerto Rico. So I guess it reminds me of her in a way. So I guess that's why I love farm things. So this is a postcard that I printed out. Pocket made from scrapbook paper. Here's a cutout from a paper pad. You Are My Home. And some fabric on the top. And another scripture. Tuck that in. Another scripture on the bottom on top of muslin. That's the end of the first signature. Second signature is more like children themed on the farm children. So this is scrapbook paper on cardstock. This is from a vintage children's book. It was very, very fragile, this piece right here from a page. So I Mod Podged it, or Mod Podge. So and it's like leathery, and it's protecting it, so it's great. And it says, How Lena Fed the Lamb. So another journaling card that I made. Piece of the red fabric back here as a pocket, and another, and a tag, it says Believe. Stamping on the top. Another page, and it says What Was in the Barn, with the little girl looking at the barn, and cute little story. I also coded this with the Mod Podge, and that's the other side of the page. A tag says Treasure with a horse sticker, a button, and fabric. Fabric pocket here, some washi tape down the side there. And this is on craft paper. Another page from the children's vintage music book. Fabric on the side tuck. And this is a printable journaling card. Stamping on the top here. Stamping on the bottom. Okay. Doily. Scrapbook paper. Stamping. Little flip up pocket or flip down. The fabric and a sticker. Journaling card. A little booklet from scrapbook paper and tea dye paper. So cute. Side tuck with a verse. And another tag says Patience. Stamping in here, on here. Two cards. This is from cardstock, from scrapbook cardstock with the numbers, and I need a tuck down here and not up there. Okay. Music page. Fabric and stamping on a cardstock. Two little kids with a lamb. So cute. A tiny little fabric tuck here and a piece of fabric up here. Another page from the children's book. On the back. This is the brightest thing in this book, but I thought it was so cute. you know, for to remind you of children. So, as a journaling card, the fabric stamping, twine bow. This has dream stamped on it. Scrapbook paper, envelope, journaling card. Tuck it in the bottom flap. And that's the end of the second signature. Third signature, this is a print from Pixabay. And I just made it really big in an 8x10, and I just really love it. It's a barn door with the shovels, so it's pretty nice. Okay, like a hanging, there's a hanging tag here with the twine, and there's a flip down and some stamping on the bottom. Fabric, cardstock stamping. This is a one side of an ad, a vintage ad here. So that's economy, and is advertising tractors. This is a postcard that I made into a pocket, vintage. This is a printable of a wheat field, fabric and cardstock, and it says peace. Big journaling card. Vintage playing card up here. The rooster. I'll put that back later. There's fabric, cardstock, and stamping on the bottom. It says inspiration. This is like a lightly lined paper, and it just came out a strange color, like a pink and red. So my printer was going crazy. So then, okay, so this is the middle of this one, and it's a craft paper, cardstock, fold out. So fabric, cardstock, stamping, and this is a pocket I made from the fabric that I used for the inside cover of the book. This fabric here. So I cut out the milk tray with milk bottles to make a pocket, and this is a piece of fabric on top of cardstock. Little tags that I purchased. Okay. And stamping on the top. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I hope it's in frame. And printable top tuck. Other side of the ad. Stamping on the bottom. Another tuck down here. And this has to be my favorite tag that I made, and this is from Fabric. In God, home of the brave, we trust. Those are all cutouts from a fabric that I have, and also the little tie on the top. And the star is also fabric. This is cardstock. The background is scrapbook paper, and that's the back. Just love that tag. Oops, let me get that out first. And this is a little envelope that I made out of vintage paper about farming. And this is a little sticker journaling card, cardstock sticker. Okay, stamping on the top, some fabric on the top of the little envelope. Stick that in there. And this is a print from Pixabay, a photo print here of the keys. I have a pocket on the side as well. I just don't have anything in there. So, another tag that I made from vintage advertising book page. I put some stamping on there, little sticker, and paper bag. Paper bag also has a space in the back. Another side of that print of the barn. This is the last signature. This is more of a cooking theme here. This is cardstock from Canvas Corp. I got a bunch of farming cardstock from them. Really nice in the neutral, like a neutral cream color with the black print. So this is from Canvas Corp, a cutout. That's a cutout. Different types of salts. This is a pocket here I made from the cutouts. These are two little tags that I purchased, and a tag that I made here. It is stamping and scrapbook paper background, some rope on the side here. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, so this has a pocket here, pocket there, pocket in the back, and this is a notepad, a flip-up notepad. I almost forgot I had made this. And some washi tape on the top. Little side pocket, doily. This is from Canvas Corp. Little menu journaling card. Little scripture on the top. And it says, "Happy are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled." Little stamping there with a little plate with a fork and a knife. So cute. Stamping, family favorites, cardstock, cutout, and fabric. This is from Canvas Corp. This lined paper, lined cardstock, I mean. And this is a side tuck here. This is an old stationery paper, but I coffee dyed it. And it's like a Thanksgiving themed stationery. The top tuck. This is a print from Pixabay. It says "Sit a Spell." Really cute. Stamping. And doily. This is a tuck here. This is also a tuck. This is scrapbook paper, which is a light cardstock from Haberdashery. That paper pad. And Canvas Corp cardstock with two rooster stickers on the bottom here. The bulldog clip. Fabric, scripture, apple varieties. So that's a little tuck down here. Stamping, a little quote here. Little bag is stamping of the coffee beans and the old coffee pot. Journaling card. So all these black and white prints are from Canvas Corp. Side tuck, mason jar, sticker, and cardstock, fabric. Recipe card I used as a tuck, as a pocket I mean. Journaling card. Stamping. Cutouts. A muffin pan I use as a tuck. This is about flour, different types of flowers and things like that. Fresh baked up here. Just stuck that on there. Stamping washi tape. The other side of the craft envelope. I don't have anything in that one. And I stamped live, laugh, and love. There's some gold stenciling there. This is from a scrapbook paper. This pocket, I have cheesecloth. I have a sticker here, cardstock, fabric, and these recipe cards, which I coffee dyed for $5. And that's the back of this signature, last signature in the back of the cover, the inside cover. Right, that's that. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this. It's very rustic. Just my second journal, and like I said, I really love it. And I just wanted to share this. I just wanted to share it, so I hope you liked it. And I do accept special orders at any time and any topic, Christian based, of course. That's my goal as a ministry, Faith Journals. So I thank you again. You have a wonderful day. God bless you all, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.